What's your worst? I know this looks bad, but I can explain moment. I was the best man at my cousin Jake's wedding last summer. Everything was going perfect until the rehearsal dinner when I became the guy who almost ruined everything. So Jake's freaking out because he lost one of his fancy cufflinks. These weren't just any cufflinks. They were his grandfather's, the ones he promised to wear. He's pacing around like crazy, checking every pocket twice. I tell him I'll help look while he deals with the photographer. I head to the groom's dressing room upstairs, thinking maybe it fell when he was getting ready earlier. I'm crawling around on the carpet, checking under chairs when I hear footsteps. The door opens and in walks Rachel, the bride's sister. "What are you doing on the floor?" she asks. "Looking for Jake's cufflink, my bracelet. I think I left it here when I was helping Emma with her dress, so now we're both crawling around this tiny room like idiots." Rachel's checking near the mirror, I'm looking under the couch. Then I hear this loud click. We both freeze. I walk to the door and turn the handle. Nothing. I push harder. Still nothing. Are you kidding me right now? Rachel says the door has this stupid automatic lock that kicks in when it closes. We're completely stuck. And of course, neither of us brought our phones because who needs a phone during a wedding rehearsal, right? We start banging on the door. Nothing. This room is at the end of a long hallway and everyone's downstairs eating dinner. We're yelling, hitting the door with our shoes, making as much noise as possible. Rachel's getting sweaty because she's wearing this heavy bridesmaid dress. I'm pulling at the door handle like an animal. After 20 minutes of this, we hear voices. In the hallway, people are looking for us in here. We're screaming, we're locked in. I grab a coat hanger from the closet and start trying to pick the lock like I'm in some spy movie. Rachel's sitting on the floor now, fanning herself with a wedding program because she's overheating in that dress. Then we hear Emma's voice getting closer. Where are they? This is so weird. The door finally opens and there's Jake, Emma, and like 6 other people staring at us. Rachel's on the floor looking like she just ran a marathon. I'm holding a coat hanger and sweating through my shirt. The room smells stuffy. We both look guilty as hell. Emma takes one look at us and screams. Not like a happy scream, like a "my sister just hooked up with the best man" scream. "What were you doing in here?" she yells. "We got locked in." I shout back, but I can see in her eyes she doesn't believe me. Jake's just standing there, pale as a ghost, his own cousin and his future sister-in-law in a locked room for 30 minutes. The door locks automatically, Rachel says, standing up and smoothing her dress. We were both looking for lost stuff and got trapped, but Emma's not hearing it. "You expect me to believe you were just coincidentally in the same room and coincidentally got locked in?" The whole wedding party is gathered in the hallway now, whispering, "Great, just great. Check the security cameras," Rachel says. "You'll see we came in separately and started panicking immediately when we got stuck. It takes 2 hours, but they finally checked the footage. Clear as day, me going in first, Rachel coming in 5 minutes later. Both of us searching for different things, then freaking out when the door won't open. Emma finally believes us, but the damage is done. The whole weekend, people are giving us looks, whispering at the reception, making jokes about getting locked up together. Rachel barely talks to me the rest of the weekend because she's embarrassed. You ever have one of those moments where everything is innocent ... but it just looks really, really bad? Yeah, that was me. The guy who almost ruined my cousin Jake's wedding. It started at the rehearsal dinner. Everyone was dressed up, glowing, buzzing with wedding excitement. I was Jake's best man and things were going perfectly. Until they WERE in single quotes T. Jake suddenly realizes he's missing one of his cufflinks. But not just any cufflink. These belonged to his grandfather. They were antique gold, engraved, and super sentimental. Jake had promised his dad he'd wear them. So now he's pacing, stressed out, checking every pocket like a man on fire. "Don't worry," I told him. "I'll look for it. Go deal with the photographer." I head upstairs to the groom's dressing room. It's quiet, everyone else is downstairs eating. I start crawling around, checking under chairs, lifting rugs, even looking inside the damn Kleenex box. That's when Rachel walks in. Rachel is the bride's sister. Tall, elegant, still in her rehearsal dress, holding her heels in one hand. "What are you doing on the floor?" she asks. I tell her about the cufflink. She rolls her eyes. "Great, I left my bracelet up here to when I was helping Emma with her dress. So now it's me and Rachel crawling around this tiny dressing room like deranged raccoons. She's by the vanity, I'm by the couch. We're not really talking, just focused on the search. Then we hear click. I freeze. She freezes. We both slowly turn toward the door. It closed. I walk over and try the handle. Locked. I try again. Nothing. Are you kidding me? Rachel says. The door has this ridiculous auto lock from the outside. We are completely stuck, and of course, neither of us has our phones, because why would you bring your phone to a rehearsal dinner? We start knocking, yelling, banging on the walls. But the room is at the end of a hallway, like tucked away behind a stairwell. Everyone's downstairs drinking sangria and eating mini quiches. It's like yelling into a void. After 10 minutes, Rachel's sweating through her dress. I'm pulling at the doorknob like a medieval prisoner. I grab a coat hanger and start trying to pick the lock. Like I've ever done that before. Rachel sits on the floor, fanning herself with a folded up wedding program. We look ridiculous. Finally, after almost 30 minutes, we hear voices. Emma's voice, the bride's voice, is getting closer. Where are they? They've been gone forever. We yell, "We're in here." The door swings open. And standing there is Emma, Jake, the maid of honor, a groomsman, and two of the bride's aunts. Rachel is sitting on the floor looking like she just finished a spin class. I'm holding a bent coat hanger and sweating like I ran a 5K in a tuxedo, and it smells like panic and anxiety. Emma's face changes instantly. She screams like blood-curdling scream. Not "Oh yeah, I found you." No. More like my sister just hooked up with the best man 24 hours before my wedding. Scream. "What were you doing in here?" She yells. "We got locked in," I say. "We were looking for lost stuff." Jake looks at me like he just saw a ghost. The whole wedding party starts whispering behind him. Rachel stands up and straightens her dress. The door locks automatically. We were looking for separate things. It's just a stupid mistake. But Emma's not buying it. "You seriously expect me to believe that you two just happened to be in this room at the same time, with no phones, and got locked in? It's like high school gossip turned up to 100. Side eyes, murmurs. Someone definitely took a picture. Rachel tries to stay calm. "Check the security cameras. You'll see. It takes 2 hours." Too awkward. Side glance. Whisper-filled hours. But finally, the venue manager checks the footage. Clear as day. Me walking in alone. 5 minutes later, Rachel walks in. No talking. Just looking for stuff. Then the door closes. Then we panic. Emma finally believes us. She apologizes, even hugs us. But the damage? Already done. The entire weekend, people are cracking jokes. The DJ even plays Locked Up by Akin during dinner. Real subtle. A groomsman hands me a plastic coat hanger during his speech like it's a trophy. Rachel barely talks to me the rest of the weekend. Not because she's mad, just because she's embarrassed. Every time someone mentions it, she turns bright red. Jake forgives me. But he never lets it go. Every family gathering now, it's always, "Hey man, lock any doors lately." It's been a year, and I still flinch every time I hear a door click shut behind me. Story 2. She laughed and said, "You think you own me?" This isn't the 1950s. When I asked her to remove her ex from social media, I said, "You're right. It's 2025. Then I used modern solutions for modern problems. What she saw online the next morning, 28, male, was sitting on the couch scrolling through Instagram when I noticed it again. My girlfriend Mira, 26, had liked another one of her ex's posts. Not just any ex, Wayne, the guy she dated for 3 years before me, the one who still means so much to her as a friend. We'd been together 18 months, living together for 6. Everything seemed solid until about 2 months ago when Hacken popped back up on her social media. Suddenly, he was liking all her photos, commenting with inside jokes, sliding into her stories with fire emojis. Me, hey babe, can we talk about something? Looking up from her phone, what's up, me? I noticed Jayton's been pretty active on your posts lately. Makes me uncomfortable. I roll. Seriously, we're friends, Nolan. We ended things mutually. I get that, but the constant interaction feels disrespectful to our relationship. Could you maybe dial it back? Dial it back? What does that even mean? I'd appreciate if you removed him from your social media. It's a reasonable boundary. That's when she laughed. Actually laughed in my face. You think you own me? This isn't the 1950s, Nolan. I can be friends with whoever I want. God, toxic masculinity much. Me, it's not about ownership. It's about respect. Respect, you mean control. I'm not cutting off friends because you're insecure. Grow up. Taking a breath. You're right. It's 2025. Smirking. Exactly. Welcome to the modern world where women have autonomy. Absolutely. And in 2025, we have modern solutions for modern problems. She missed the tone shift completely. Went back to her phone, probably texting Hayden about her controlling boyfriend. I went to bed early, mind racing with possibilities. Here's the thing about modern problems. They usually start online, and modern solutions, those live online too. I work in digital marketing. Not the scammy make 6 figures from home kind, but legitimate brand consulting. I understand algorithms, social media psychology, targeted advertising. Most importantly, I understand that in 2025, your online presence is your reality. Started simple. Created a new Instagram account at Modern Dating Truths. Profile pic was a generic stock photo. Bio exposing the reality of modern relationships. All stories anonymous and verified. First post was a carousel. When your partner keeps their ex on social media despite your discomfort, they're keeping their options open. You're not controlling. For wanting boundaries, you're recognizing disrespect. Used every trending hashtag, the algorithm ate it up. 5k views in 6 hours, but that was just warming up. See, Mare was an influencer wannabe. 15k followers, mostly from thirst traps and lifestyle content. Always talking about her brand and engagement rates, her entire self-worth wrapped up in likes and comments. Created more accounts at Relationship Red Flags 2025 at Boundaries Matter at X's or X's for a Reason at Modern Dating Advice. Each one pumped out content about emotional cheating, keeping exes around, disrespecting partners, never mentioned her directly, just general advice that happened to describe our exact situation. The beautiful part, these accounts started getting recommended to her followers. The algorithm noticed the overlap in hashtags, interests, demographics. Soon her comments were filling with "this reminds me of someone." And ladies, if he's uncomfortable with your ex, maybe ask yourself why you need that ex. Mara noticed by day 3. Mara, babe, have you seen these weird accounts? They're like attacking people who stay friends with exes. Mhamdado, I don't really follow relationship content. Too much drama. The irony was delicious. But the real chef's kiss came when I discovered Haim's LinkedIn. Dude worked at a tech startup. One of those were changing the world companies that lived and died by their image. His bio linked to his Instagram, which was full of party pics and questionable content. Created at TechBro Cringe started documenting the worst of tech culture. US posts fit perfectly. Within a week, his company's HR was tagged in multiple posts about their employees' problematic online presence. He went private real quick. Suddenly couldn't interact with Mara's public profile anymore, but I wasn't done with modern solutions. Used my marketing knowledge to run targeted ads, not selling anything. Just promoted posts about relationship boundaries. Targeted specifically to women 2,428 in relationships living in our city interested in lifestyle, fashion content. Following accounts similar to Mirror's cost me maybe $200, but every single one of her friends started seeing content about emotional boundaries, respecting partners, why keeping exes around is problematic. The conversation shifted in her friend group. Suddenly, she was the one being old-fashioned by clinging to an ex. The masterstroke created a TikTok series rating my followers' relationship problems. People would submit anonymous situations. I'd give advice except controlled all the submissions. Episode 5. My girlfriend keeps her ex on social media and says, "I'm controlling for being uncomfortable. Am I wrong?" The comments destroyed the fictional girlfriend. She's for the streets. Ex is probably hitting Run King. She doesn't respect you. Video hit to meters views, started getting stitched by bigger relationship coaches. The narrative spread like wildfire. Keeping exes on social media while in a relationship equals red flag. Mare saw it, of course. Her FYP was nothing but relationship advice thanks to the algorithm figuring out her interests. Mira showing me her phone. Look at this BS, everyone suddenly acting like having friends is cheating. Me, social media is weird, that's why I barely use it. Meanwhile, I'm orchestrating a masterclass in digital influence. Update 1. The morning after, remember how she said it's 2025? Well, Thursday morning, she woke up to experience exactly what that means. Her Instagram was in chaos. Overnight, I'd executed phase 2, C. With all the relationship content flooding her algorithm, she'd started engaging with it. Arguing in comments, defending, keeping exes as friends, calling people insecure. The algorithm learned she wants drama, so I gave the algorithm what it wanted. Created a burner account that posted, POV, you're keeping your ex around as backup while your current boyfriend funds your lifestyle. It's giving pigmenergy, tagged with every hashtag she used. The algorithm, already primed by weeks of similar content, pushed it hard. By morning, it had 100k views and climbing. The comments brutal. Someone said, "This is about Mirror Lux life. The girl still hearting her ex's pics. LMAO, her boyfriend needs to run." Not her being in the comments defending herself. She was frantically deleting comments, blocking accounts. But it's 2025. Screenshots are forever. Someone made a TikTok compilation of her defensive comments that hit 500k by noon. Near tears, someone's targeting me. This is harassment. Me. What happened? Look at this, they're calling me a cheater. I'm not cheating, scrolling through. Jesus, why are they coming for you? Because I commented on some stupid video about exes. Me step back from social media for a bit. This seems stressful, but she couldn't step back. This was her identity, her brand. Watching the follower count drop in real time was killing her. Then made it worse, he'd seen the drama and thought it was his moment. Posted a story. Some people know real connection when they feel it. Others settle. I screenshotted immediately from a burner. Posted it to relationship red flags 20 to 5 with the caption, "When the ex starts circling during relationship drama, vultures." Going to Vulture, the connection was made. People found his profile newly public again, found their old couple photos. Found the timeline, the narrative wrote itself. Mirror's ex was waiting in the wings while she kept him around as backup. Her demons were flooded. Girl, your ex is messy. The disrespect to your man. This why we don't keep exes around. Pick me behavior, but the real modern solution was yet to come. Created a concern account at Watching Out for Creators. Posted about how some influencers were facing targeted harassment. Tagged bigger influencers, got them talking about online bullying, then leaked that Mira had been defending healthy boundaries with exes and was being attacked for it. The nuance was perfect. I framed her as defending the wrong position. Bigger creators started commenting, "While harassment is wrong, maybe we should discuss why keeping exes on social media hurts current relationships. This is why I have a no ex policy, prevents drama." Feel bad for her, but also read the room. She was being dismissed and criticized simultaneously. The perfect modern nightmare, becoming the main character for all the wrong reasons. Her brand partnership started asking questions. The meditation app she promoted monthly, they decided to go in a different direction. The fast fashion brand sending PR packages, suddenly, she was not aligned with their values. All because she laughed and said it wasn't the 1950s. By Friday night, she was in full meltdown mode. Mira, my life is ruined. Everything I built is crumbling. I'm so sorry, babe. The internet is cruel. I need to fix this. Maybe I should remove Dakin. Show people I respect boundaries. Don't let strangers online control your friendships. You said it yourself, it's 2025, but my brand, me, your real friends won't care about some drama. The internet forgets in a week. The internet never forgets, and I wasn't done. Update 2. The problem. Saturday morning, Andy decided to be a hero. Posted a long Instagram story about standing by friends and not letting toxic masculinity win. Tagged Mira, called me controlling without using my name. Brother chose violence, so I chose efficiency. Remember that LinkedIn incident? Well, Hen's company had barely recovered from the first wave of "why does your employee post this stuff" messages. Time for round 2, but first, needed intel. Created a fake profile as a tech recruiter. Connected with his coworkers, started conversations. Amazing what people share with recruiters. Learned company was struggling looking for Series B funding. Gwaine was already on thin ice for culture fit. His manager Priya was extremely online. Found Priya's Twitter. She was one of those build and public founders. Tweeted every thought, perfect. Created a thread from Tech Ethics Watch. Let's discuss how tech employees' online behavior impacts company culture and funding. Detailed how investors research employee social media, how one problematic employee can tank a funding round. Used anonymized examples that perfectly match behavior. Priya retweeted with, "This is why we have social media training." Her followers connected the dots. Isn't that guy from your company posting drama about his ex? By Monday, Watkins' Instagram was private again. His support for Mira vanished, but Mira was spiraling harder. The algorithm had turned completely against her. Every post got ratio at. Her comments were full of relationship coaches using her situation as a teaching moment. She tried damage control, posted a notes apology. I've been reflecting on boundaries in relationships. While I believe in maintaining friendships, I understand how my actions affected my partner. Growing and learning, the comments eviscerated. Her .pr apology only sorry she got caught, pick me final boss. Boyfriend deserves better, she gained a new nickname backup plan mirror. Someone made it into a meme format, it went viral on Twitter. Then came Tuesday, the day she broke her biggest brand partnership. A jewelry company she'd worked with for a year publicly dropped her, posted a statement about aligning with influencers who share our values of respect and commitment. She lost 3K followers in an hour, sobbing, "They all hate me, my career is over." All because of stupid Washington. We fault you defended the friendship. I wasn't. I didn't mean, I just thought modern relationships could include friendships with exes. They the internet just disagrees. You don't get it. This is my life, my income, everything. I thought you had your design job that barely covers my car payment. The sponsorships pay the real bills, news to me. Thought we were splitting expenses equally. Turns out I've been covering 70% while she focused on her brand. I'm removing him, blocking him, posting about it. Will that fix this? Do what feels right for you, not for the internet. She blocked Dime publicly, made a whole show of it, posted stories about choosing my relationship and learning about boundaries. Too little, too late, the narrative was set. She was the girl who kept her ex around until the internet bullied her into blocking him. Pick-me behavior at its finest. But then she made a crucial mistake. In desperation, she went on a blocking spree. Anyone who'd commented negatively, any account that had called her out, including all of my burner accounts, which gave me access to something beautiful, the list of accounts she'd blocked. See, when you block someone on Instagram, it leaves a data trail. And with the right tools, thank you, digital marketing connections, you can analyze patterns, pull the data, created an infographic. Influencer at Mirror Lux Live 847 accounts for constructive criticism about boundaries accountability. Never heard of her. Posted it from a fresh account at Influencer Receipts. It exploded. Bigger drama channels picked it up. She's blocking anyone who disagrees became the new narrative. Her follower count hemorrhaged. By Wednesday night, she was down to 8K followers from her peak of 15K. Mira, I need a break from social media. This is too much. That's probably healthy. Can you hold me? I feel like my whole world is collapsing. I held her, comforted her, made her tea, all while knowing I'd orchestrated every single moment of her digital downfall. She'd laughed and said it wasn't the 1950s. She was right. In the 1950s, I would have had to accept the disrespect or leave. In 2025, I could destroy her entire online identity without her ever knowing it was me. Modern problems require modern solutions. Final update. The aftermath. It's been 2 months since Mira's digital apocalypse. Time for the final update on how modern solutions played out. After she quit social media, our relationship limped along for about 3 weeks. She was devastated, depressed, constantly checking her follower count despite taking a break. The income loss hit hard. Turns out she'd been making around $3,000 monthly from sponsorships, gone overnight. She tried rebuilding, created a new account at Authentic Mirror, posted about learning from mistakes and growing through adversity. Got absolutely roasted. Backup plan. Mira is back. Changed her username but not her behavior. The ex probably helping her with the rebrand. For 100 followers. Most were bots. The new Auden struck again. Dude really couldn't help himself. He'd gotten fired from his startup. Something about culture fit and online presence affecting funding. Blamed the targeted harassment from jealous people. Posted a LinkedIn article. How online mobs destroyed my career. A cautionary tale. Mentioned his friend who was also targeted. Didn't name Mira but included enough details. The Reddit detectives found it immediately. Posted to R in Lunatics. Hit the front page. The comments were brutal but accurate. Maybe don't publicly chase taken women. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Tech bro discovers consequences. He tried applying to other startups. They all Googled him. First page results were all drama, unhireable in tech. Last I heard he was doing DoorDash, but back to Mira and me, the relationship couldn't survive. Not because of guilt, I felt none, but because she became unbearable. Every conversation circled back to her trauma. How the internet turned on her for no reason. How people don't understand modern friendships. The complete lack of accountability was exhausting. The final straw came when I found her on a burner account deeming Gin, commiserating about their shared trauma, planning to expose the truth about the coordinated attack. I ended it that night. Me? This isn't working anymore. What? Now you're abandoning me too? After everything I've been through, you've learned nothing from this. Still talking to you and still playing victim. We're friends. We went through the same harassment. You went through consequences. There's a difference. You never supported me. A real partner would have defended me. A real partner wouldn't have laughed in my face when I expressed a boundary. She moved out within a week, tried to blast me on her 400 follower account. Nobody cared. Backup plan. Mara was old news. Found out through mutual friends. What happened next? Moved back with her parents. Got a full-time job at a marketing agency. Ironic. Started dating Gwen. Shocking. Nobody. They're both banned from major social platforms for ban evasion. Last seen trying to become LinkedIn influencers. Me, I'm thriving. Started dating Cassandra, a software engineer who thinks social media is digital poison. Her only online presence is GitHub. It's refreshing. Funny thing, I've kept all those accounts active. They're thriving at Modern Dating Truths, has 200K followers, started a podcast, make decent ad revenue. Sometimes I post about respecting boundaries in relationships. The comments always mention backup plan mirror. Internet legend status, not the kind she wanted. She was right about one thing. It's not the 1950s. In the 1950s, disrespecting your partner had private consequences. In 2025, it has algorithmic ones. She wanted to keep her ex around. Cool, the algorithm made sure everyone knew exactly what that meant. She wanted to be a public figure. Great, public figures face public judgment. Modern problems require modern solutions. And the most modern solution of all, letting someone's own choices amplified by the internet they worship become their downfall. No violence, no yelling, no drama, just pure algorithmic justice. Welcome to 2025, Mirror. Hope the X was worth it. Edit, since some asked, yes, I still run those accounts. They generate about 2K monthly in ad revenue. I donate half to a charity, supporting healthy relationship education. The irony is intentional, and before anyone asks if I feel guilty, no. She had every opportunity to respect a simple boundary. She chose to laugh instead.